I hope your day is full of volleyball and basketball and racquetball and croquet and pool. It's an all ball themed intro. What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. It is I, Shenk, reporting live from Texas, having so much fun in Texas. Kim and I did this bitch podcast live. We had so much fun, we decided to extend our trip. So we have just been having fun, hanging out with all of our friends in Texas, going out, seeing live music, having the best time. We did our podcast live. Tony was the guest. It was so much fun. And we were guests on Kill Tony, which was great. I did Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P. And I did the Death Squad Secret Show. So it's been so much fun being in Texas, catching up with all of our friends, that we decided to extend the trip a few more days. So we have another day in Texas, and then I fly home this Friday, if you're in LA. I will be at the Nightcap LA in Burbank at 8 p.m. for Josh Potter's birthday show. It's going to be a great time. Come out, support live comedy. Come see your girl live and in person. Also, January 27th, I'm coming to Yuma, Arizona. Yuma, that's right, with Kim Congdon, January 27th. We're co-headlining. And more dates at Princess Shenk on Instagram and Twitter. And this week, I have the pleasure of sitting down with the one, the only Hans Kim. But before we get into this week's episode with Hans Kim, I just want you to look down at your feet right now. Are you wearing socks? If not, ask yourself why. Why wouldn't you protect one of your most viable assets, liquid gold that carries you around all day, your toes? Toes are a form of currency in 2023. Cover up your feet with something luxurious, with something great. Get a pair of Oh Yeah socks. Shop Oh Yeah, that's 3 O's HYEAH.com. Discount code Sara, SARA 10 for 10% off. I love giving the gift of socks. Give your girl some socks this Valentine's Day. Shop ohyeah.com. Whatever she's into, whether it be aliens or donuts or ice cream, there's so many cute, unique sock designs to choose from. Whether she's into Brady Bunch or Mr. Rogers, or whether your boyfriend's into aliens or Dungeons and Dragons, there's a pair of socks for everyone. They've got slippers, shoes for snow, skate, whatever you're into, there's a pair of socks for you. Shop Oh Yeah. Support your favorite support the brand that supports your favorite podcast, Shenk. Shop ohyeah.com. That's 3 O's HYEAH.com. Discount code Sara, SARA 10. All right, let's get into this week's episode of Shenk with the one, the only Hans Kim, everyone. Here it is. The art behind us is fucking disgusting.
It looks like rotten pizza.
It does look like rotten pizza. It's giving like discount Picasso.
Yeah. It's like color by numbers Picasso.
It is. It's like, but what's weird is Picasso, that specific style, I feel like it only worked for him.
Yeah.
And was it even good?
No, he's like the Andy Warhol of that style. Or,
abstract art.
Who's that guy? The guy that does the Mighty Mouse song? Here, Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman. Yeah.
He's got his own style, and no one can imitate it.
He's the Andy Kaufman of modern art, Picasso. Yeah. This is like IKEA Picasso.
It's like Frankenstein.
It's scarier, and the longer I look at it, the more I see and the less I like. I'll tell you that.
You need to give this artist a piece of your mind.
I am. I know this artist is watching my podcast, Shenk. Guys, welcome to a new episode of Shenk. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only Hans Kim, everybody.
Hello.
Yay.
It's good to be here.
Yay.
Thank
so
you for
excited to
having me.
have you on. I decided to stay in Texas an extra few days.
Hell
So
yeah.
I said, let's get Hans Kim on the pod.
A true Texas transplant.
A true Texas transplant.
TTT.
So are you loving Texas? And where did you live before you lived in Texas?
New York City, and yes, I'm loving it.
You're loving it.
People are nice.
People are nice here.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Uh-huh.
It's off-putting.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want from me?
People in the streets will wish that you sincerely have a good day and mean it.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
It is.
It's like, this isn't real. You're faking it.
Yeah, no, but it is. That's the thing.
I know.
It's so real, and I'm eating the most protein I've ever eaten in my life.
Yeah. Well, that might also be who you're hanging out with when you're here.
Men.
Real
men.
Texas
Men.
transplants.
I keep having, I had elk for the first time.
Ooh.
Goes to Texas once, has elk.
I wonder where you got that from.
I wonder where. It was so good.
I can't even imagine.
Have you eaten it?
No.
Are you a vegan?
No, I just...
You're not an elf. You're not an elf. An elk guy.
Yeah. I know. I would love to try it.
You would?
Yeah. It looks like pure energy. You're basically eating LeBron James of the woods.
LeBron James of the meats.
Yeah.
What? No, you've never had it?
No.
You hang out here all the time in Texas with
know.
all of these people and you don't eat elk?
Unfortunately, they just give me the grunt work. I'm just like a janitor here.
No, that's not true. You have to tell Yoni that you want to try elk, and
Oh, is
he'll
he the
make it.
hookup?
He's the elk hookup.
The EHU?
EHU.
Elk
Yeah,
hookup.
elk hookup.
Yoni's the everything hookup.
Yoni knows where to get anything and everything.
I know.
What is he, Tony's producer?
He's just conciliary.
He's like makes the stay in Austin amazing. He comes here. He's got a blunt. He's ready to go. He's got blunts. He's got coffees.
He's Edward Blunt Hands.
He is. Imagine like having someone that just shows up with a blunt and a coffee for you. I'm like, what else do I fucking need? Yes, I'll move to Texas.
He's an elk elf.
He is. He's an elk elf. Do you think elf meat would be good?
Ooh, I think it would taste like midgets or like...
Midgets? Can you say midgets anymore?
No. But we're in Texas, so...
Okay, yeah, so that's okay for this.
None of that liberal magic works on us here.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. And
I feel like
you
it'd
can
be-
say midgets all you want here in Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got guns, so we can shoot the liberals.
No abortions and people just throwing out M words left and right.
Yeah, we can't abort a retard, but we can call it a retard.
That's so funny. Have you said that on stage before?
No, I will. Thank you for inspiring me.
That was a good moment.
Yeah,
That's
have
gonna
to-
kill here.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's weird being in a place you can't get abortions. Since I've been here, I'm like, should I be lesbian while I'm in Texas? So that
Like Reba McEntire.
is that what she does?
She looks like she's alternatively minded.
Reba?
Yeah.
You think Reba's gay?
Yeah.
Is Reba gay?
Now she is.
Something about Reba does say, I eat pussy.
'Cause
Right?
she likes to take charge.
Yeah, she's a top.
Yeah.
She's a top lesbian for sure.
She's a muncher, not a munchie.
Yeah. A single mom who works 2 jobs. That song she sings.
I guess so. I'm not really.
You don't know any Reba songs?
No.
Wow. I can't believe you'd bring up the Queen and not even know her one massive hit.
I just see a lot of Reba McEntires in Texas. That's just like a type.
A vibe?
Yeah, vibe with the mom jeans and the attitude.
The mom jeans and the attitude and like, my husband's crossed me one too many times and I will eat a pussy tonight.
Yeah.
That's the vibe.
Yeah, like I don't abort babies, but I do kill human men.
Yeah, that's a different energy.
Yeah, I like it.
You like it? You like that aggressive Reba mom energy?
Yeah, 'cause that's gonna keep me from getting me too'd.
An aggressive Reba mom energy?
Yeah, she's gonna be like, no, stop that.
Do you think you're not going to get me too'd, Hans?
I know. That's what I keep telling ladies.
Did they keep telling you otherwise?
Yeah, they're like, you wait and see.
You wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I got the tapes.
Okay, so since you've joined Kill Tony, has your dating life changed
Yeah,
in a positive way?
yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, I just get out into more social situations.
Yeah, because this is literally the most social I've been in so long.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think in LA you'd be just hobnobbing and
Hobnobbing. One thing about me is that I'm a big hobnobber. Yeah, no, you would think that in LA that there would be more of a social scene, but it feels like in Austin there's more of a comedy community
yeah.
than in LA right now.
Yeah.
'Cause there's just so many places to perform here.
Mhm.
And the sets are longer.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yes.
It's fun when you can do longer than 10 minutes multiple times a week. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
'Cause in LA sometimes I have to drive to other places just to do longer sets.
Yeah, LA is so saturated.
So saturated, and now it's a lot less saturated. Now it's like you're at the party and everyone left. There's just a few red cups on the floor
Yeah.
and like stains on the furniture. That's what the comedy scene's like in LA. You're like, everyone was here.
Yeah, remember
And now
when
everyone's gone.
it's sad now.
It is sad now. It is. It's like a totally different scene than it was 5 years ago even.
Well, you got like the inside track 'cause like you started with the Kill Tony crowd already.
I started with Kill Tony 9.5 years ago.
I know.
That's so crazy.
That was so funny yesterday when Kim was like, "Don't stop saying 9.5. It makes us sound old."
Yeah, it does make us sound old.
Right, but I mean,
But the half's important,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
10
in
would be
6
too
months.
much.
10.
10 would be a lie. 9 would not be enough. It's 9.5. It is what it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's a good amount. That's a good chunk of time.
It's enough chunk of time to feel like a substantial difference in our life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's crazy we've known each other that long. It doesn't seem like it's been that long.
'Cause
But
it's
then
still
when
fresh.
Yeah, it's still fresh in like when comedy in your career is happening. It's not like you're really focused on enjoying it. You're just like, okay, I gotta sustain this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're busy just keeping it going. You don't have time to smell the roses.
Right. You're not like all of a sudden you wake up and you're like, oh yeah, 9.5 years ago, I wrote a joke about mood rings.
Was it like you stick it up buttholes or something?
No.
Okay.
No, it was like this very specific joke that I wrote because I needed a new minute and I was out of things to talk about. So then I was researching mood rings, and then I discovered that the person who invented the Thigh Master is the same person who invented the mood ring. And so then like the joke was that from like the 60s to the 90s, he was controlling your bitch's mood and mastering her thighs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's crazy to trick people twice.
Yeah.
First with a mood ring and then with the Thigh Master. Do you
Yeah, that
remember
was-
the Thigh Master?
That was like the Coleman grill of exercise equipment.
Yes, it was like the standard household name. It was like if your mom was hot, you had a thigh master. If your mom wasn't hot, you have no clue what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But in LA specifically, a lot of moms had thigh masters, and a lot of moms were on this diet pill in the 90s called Fen.
Oh
Do you remember
yeah.
Fen?
I do. Didn't they sell it at Sharper Image?
They did?
I think so.
They sold diet pills at Sharper Image?
Yes.
What?
They sold Trump steaks
No.
at Sharper Image.
No.
Yes, you could buy a
Recently?
steak. No, this was like in the 2007s.
What else did Sharper Image sell? I'm blanking. Like massage
Like
chairs?
massage chairs, yeah. Like
Laser pointer?
like, yeah.
What's
like the
happening?
first VR headsets.
We're from Sharper Image.
You could buy it there for sure.
Does Sharper Image even exist anymore?
I don't know. I think they're less clear image or like blurry image.
Blurred vision, blurred image, yeah,
Blurred
for sure.
lines.
What about Brookstone?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that chain?
Yeah,
it was
that
like
was like
massage chairs and stuff.
That was like Sharper Image mixed with that Big Bass store.
I've never been to a Big Bass store.
They're so crazy. It's like
for
a
fishermen?
aquarium. Yeah. They got wildlife in there.
They do?
Yeah, it's like a zoo. It's like
Wait, is it fish that they caught? No.
no, it's
They're
like
selling
tropical.
fish?
Yeah, I think you can buy it there.
It's like an aquarium store,
Yeah.
but also they sell all things fish.
Yeah.
Like if you want to catch a fish, you can buy rods, but you could also leave with a beta fish tomorrow.
Yeah, cut out the middleman.
Really?
Yeah.
How come I guess fishing might not be that big in LA.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing too many fishermen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you see more fishermen in Texas?
Definitely.
You know what else you see a lot of here? Kayaks.
Yes.
What's up with that?
We have
The
a lake. Yeah. And we want to use it.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you guys are out here using your lakes. You know how many kayakers I've seen since I've fucking been here? The most kayakers I've ever seen in my life since I've been in Texas.
Yeah.
I walked around the lake and I'm like, oh, everyone's fucking cut because they're just chomping down elk burgers, taking the kayaks out for a spin.
Yeah. We got our own exercise equipment right there in the heart of the city.
So do you like Texas more than New York?
I mean, I like my life in Texas more than my life in New York. I like what happened.
Was your life in New York harder?
Yes.
Being in New York, even for a week, felt like I was in New York for 7 months. I was like, just one day in New York, like getting from place to place, I'm exhausted. And it feels like if you stop, everyone just keeps moving past you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Where in Texas, it's not like that.
Yeah.
It
Here
feels
you
like
can
people are
slow
more
down.
like connected.
Yeah.
In LA, people are like, I gotta go. What are your credits? You know what I mean? Like, that's the vibe in LA for sure.
Yeah, in Texas, they're just like, you're not going to shoot me, are you? Okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna shoot me. It is interesting, the vibes of like people move differently when they know you could possibly have a gun on you.
Yeah. You respect skinny people more.
Yeah. You don't know who's packing.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know who's got a gat at this country line bar where we're dancing. I did a two-step dance.
Wow. That's
Never
fun.
again.
What's
humiliating.
Oh, you didn't know how to move your feet?
Now I do.
Well, then you should try it again. Maybe you'll impress
Some man and I come here and live
or
happily ever
Reba
after.
McEntire.
Reba. I quit comedy to be with Reba. Imagine that.
She's the new Dolly Parton.
There's no Dolly. Reba's a queen, but she can never compare to Dolly.
Yeah, I mean, she's in her own lane. We gotta respect everyone for their own
Yeah, you're
contributions.
right. You're right. You're right. Reba can't be Dolly, just like Dolly can't be Reba. And that's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, we need both.
We need both.
We
It's
need
like the light
Jolene,
and the dark.
the
Reba and
red and
Dolly.
the blonde.
The red and the blonde. I would love to go into Dolly Parton's closet and just like poke around,
Yeah.
see what's going on in there.
I
I feel like
mean,
it's like a lot of rhinestones,
yeah.
a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to borrow her tops though, because her tits are so like massive.
Yeah, you had to have massive tits back then.
Yeah, you did. If you want to be a country star, or do you just want to be another singer?
Would you want to be a country A cup or a country D cup?
A country D cup. All day, every day. But, Reba went in a different direction.
Yeah, she was more athletically built.
Reba's getting...
She was more aerodynamic.
Yeah, she is more aerodynamic. Would you go to Dollyland?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah, to pay respects to the white
queen?
To the white culture.
To the white culture. Do you think it would be fun?
Yeah. What's there? I'm guessing like you could see like a guitar that she owned.
Like, whoa, wow, let's eat some funnel cake and stare at Dolly Parton's old guitars. That's what I feel like you would do.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
like, let's go down like the Dolly roller coaster. I feel like there might be a Dolly roller coaster.
Yeah, you go like in the shape of her hair, like there's a huge billboard of her, and you like go around her face. Dollyland, I bet there's like sheep there.
Sheep?
Yeah, that's like a petting zoo, like country.
A petting zoo, I could see that, like a ranch.
Yeah.
You could like take a little pony ride at Dollyland. Maybe you could buy yourself a rhinestoned hat.
Yeah, you go in there and you come out, everything is rhinestoned.
Yeah.
It's like
you leave with bigger boobs.
Yeah.
Everyone who leaves Dollyland is a D cup.
Yeah, it transforms you. It's like the Captain America, but for women.
Yeah, I come out with an accent. What are y'all doing later? I do notice that people who have been here not that long have picked up y'all.
Yeah.
People be picking up y'all.
Yeah.
Eat fast and quick, like.
Yeah, it's like a empty spot in our hole. We got a y'all-shaped hole in our hearts.
And everyone here is constantly filling that y'all-shaped hole.
Yeah. Y'all want to get in my y'all-shaped hole?
You're like, okay, I get it. You live in Texas.
We get to. The thing is, like, you can do it and people aren't allowed to yell at you.
Because you're like, I live here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It definitely, I feel like I can come for y'all for saying y'all because everyone's been coming for me, for my vocal fry, okay? People are out here.
That's your accent. You should be proud of it.
I can't help that I'm a cool valley girl that talks like this.
Yeah, everyone wants to be you.
That's right. I come back from Texas all delusional. I podcast with you for an hour. I'm like, everyone in Texas wants to be me. That's what Han said.
Well, yeah, some girls like the Southern accent, but some people are ashamed of it.
Really?
Yeah, because it makes them sound dumb. Like Stephen Colbert used to have a Southern accent.
Stephen Colbert used to have a Southern accent.
Yeah.
He unsoutherned his accent.
Yeah, he northerned his accent.
How did he do that? Just practice?
Hating himself and
comics will
America.
do anything for love.
Yeah, he's actually Jewish.
He's like, I gotta unlearn this way of speaking.
God damn, y'all let me speak like this the whole time?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. He has a crazy life, like...
What else? How do you know so much? Did you get really into Colbert?
Yeah.
I one time did a writing packet for Colbert. It was the hardest thing.
Why? What did he make you do?
Like his format, the way that they write the show is unlike anything I've ever seen. They have their own specific format. So, and it's like some things are lowercase, some things are capital case. And it's like you had to learn the format just to write the the fucking jokes. And I was
Oh
like,
my
the
God.
format alone was enough for me to never want to do it.
Yeah, that's such a nerdy thing to have such a specific format.
They had such a specific format. And then you start realizing how good of writers the Colbert Show writers are. Because you're like, this shit's... Thinking of one joke took me like so long. I was like, this is a lot of work for an audition for a job, basically.
I know.
Those
You're basically
packets.
working for them for free.
Yeah, you're like, here's a bunch of free ideas. Please give me the job. But if not, just take my ideas. I sign them away to you, basically, probably. Just from sending them
I was going to do
over.
this anyways.
Yeah, what else do I have going on?
What else do you need from me? I'll give you anything.
I'll give you anything. What do you mean 72 hours of writing wasn't enough? Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Packets take a lot out of you.
Packets take a lot out of you for sure. And some of them are easier than others. Like the Colbert one was the hardest one I ever did.
Yeah, because you had to write in liberal Hebrew.
Yeah, I had to write in liberal Hebrew. That's so funny. That's exactly what it was like. And then, like, I did one that was for E, and it was so easy. It was like a candy.
You
it felt
did
like
it
I was
in
like
crayon.
Yeah, it felt like I cheated on a test. I was like, okay, more jokes about famous people. That's easy.
Yeah, you know Paris Hilton is a big poopy head.
Yeah, people
They
love
love it.
that.
Yeah.
They're like, that's perfect. Put it in.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Got anything on Andy Cohen?
Andy Cohen.
You know who Andy Cohen is?
Is he part of the Cohen brothers?
No, he's from Bravo.
I don't know. No.
That's okay. You're in a different world.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to know who Andy Cohen is. You're out here working on your craft. Did you have fun at Skankfest?
Yes, I had a blast.
Skankfest was so fun. You had a really good set at Skankfest. When we did the shows at the Tank.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My Kill Tony sets were fun, but not critically acclaimed.
You had a really good set at the Tank.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I forget what the names of the rooms were.
Well, it was like the set that you did like longer, like maybe like 15 or 20 or 8.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was in a movie theater.
It was. Yeah, that was a really good set.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have you been doing anything cool?
Yeah.
Like what?
I've been touring.
Where have you been going?
Well, not Atlanta, 'cause we're going to go in May.
We're going to go to Atlanta.
Yeah.
You, me,
Kim,
William
Montgomery, David Lucas.
David Lucas.
And we're going to just hit the road, sell tickets.
In Atlanta. I've
Yeah.
never been to Atlanta. Have you?
I have. I went to college there.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you working with the city of Atlanta?
I wish.
You're like, yeah, no, that's where we're going. We're going to Atlanta in May.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I know. We haven't done anything to make it happen except just dream about it.
We're manifesting it.
Yeah.
That's what people in LA say. We're out here manifesting.
In Texas, we don't say manifesting, we say y'all-a-festing.
We're out here y'all-a-festing.
Or are they-a-festing, 'cause we don't want to make it about men. They, them-a-festing.
Does Texas do that? It seems more Portland.
Yeah, we're the opposite of that.
Yeah.
We're penis-festing.
Yeah.
We're getting more into our gender.
Yeah. Penis festing.
That sounds horrible. It sounds like your penis is rotting or festering.
Yeah. Penis festing? No.
Cock festing?
No.
Vagina?
No. Just us throwing around different words for
Woman festing?
woman festing. I don't like that either.
Yeah, it sounds like you're hurting women.
Yeah, I don't like it. In Topanga, where I live, there's this thing called it was a woman workshop. It was like, get in touch with your sexuality at a woman workshop. And I was like, what is this? I live in a very like hippie part of LA where my neighbors think they're shamans.
Yeah.
And like, that's the vibe.
That's cool.
It is cool, but it's very Like you, like going to the store, you'd see someone without shoes, and that would be normal. Oh, he's just grounding himself.
Yeah.
What? Where am I? Where else would that be normal?
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's so weird.
I mean, technically it only affects him, but it makes it feel like he's hurting me or he's not being hygienic.
There's something about just strolling into like a gourmet store with no shoes on that doesn't sit right with me.
I know.
I'm buying gourmet cheeses and you're coming up in here with your calloused toes.
Yeah, you're trying to compete with my cheeses with your stinky feet.
With your fucking feet?
Yeah, your foot cheese.
I'm about to drop some coin on these cheeses. The last thing I want is some strange man's feet up in here next to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like we're being upstaged by the bad art.
I know. We gotta make even better art just to balance it out.
I don't think it would be hard to make better art.
Yeah, just like don't put in so many lines. It makes it look like a barbed wire fence.
It is a little abrasive.
Yeah.
It feels sharp.
Yeah, it's not comforting.
No, it makes me feel mentally ill just looking at it. I'm like, is that the painting that's making me feel that way, or
maybe it's your unresolved trauma.
It probably is. It's some core wound just popping up.
Did you ever run into barbed wire fence and that maybe you saw like a guitar and you're trying to reach in and you just fell in and then you got cut up by a barbed wire fence? Because that's the only thing I could think of.
Can I tell you what happened to me on stage?
Yeah.
It just reminded me of it.
This painting?
This ugly butterfly moth. Okay, this is the first time this has ever happened. A moth flies from out of nowhere onto the stage, lands on my arm. Have you ever seen a moth while you're on stage that so blatantly just lands on your arm that you have to address it because you're like, there's a moth on my arm and anyone who has eyes in their heads can see what just happened.
Yeah.
So I had to take time away from my set to address the moth that upstaged me at Vulcan.
Oh. So what did you say? What is something commonly known about moths that you can maybe reference? Like they love the dark.
They love the light.
They love the light in the dark.
The moth to the flame. I'm so bright that the moth just landed on me.
Yes. You're a star.
Yeah. The moths know what's up.
Yeah. They're
One
like
thing about these moths. Okay, so is that they know what's up. The moths know what's up.
mm-hmm.
There's like this type of bird in Texas. It's called, what is it?
A grackle.
Yeah, it doesn't even sound like a real name for a bird.
I know. It sounds
grackle.
like a racial slur.
I don't think you can say that anymore.
Not with the hard R.
Grackle?
Yeah.
And Yoni described that a grackle as being a cross between a pigeon and a seagull in terms of it wanting food and a similar vibe. And I think that was a good way to describe them. Because being from LA, we don't have grackles there. Like, they're not native birds to Los Angeles.
They would never be able to be cast in LA.
No. Not hot enough.
And they don't have a voice.
They don't have a voice.
Their voice is shrill and annoying.
But they seem like they're just like on the hunt for food.
Yeah.
You know?
They're like sort of snake-like.
Grackles?
Yeah.
I could see that.
They're bullies too. They bully other birds.
They do?
Yeah. They got a bad attitude.
Do you like birds? Are you like a bird guy?
No. I used to be afraid of birds when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. I thought they were really creepy.
Too many at once I could do without.
Yeah.
Like when a whole flock of them come over. I'm also not into big crows.
So the bigger the crow, the more that you don't want to associate with them.
Feels like it's wrong to say. Yeah.
So
No,
your
I
size.
just feel like, okay, because I had this one ex who was obsessed with birds, specifically crows, and he was under the belief, and then I did research this and find out it was true, that crows are one of the only birds to seek revenge. So they'll like strategically get back at you for stuff.
Yeah. That's scary.
So he said that he thought the crows were fighting with us and they were putting berries on our car on purpose. I was like, you might be mentally ill, but you also might be onto something.
Hey, a broken clock is right twice a day.
That's true. It was a perfect time to use that analogy. One thing about me is I fuck a lot of broken clocks.
Broken clocks have the biggest cocks.
Bro, that's what I know for sure.
Yeah, is it true? Like how they say crazy women are the best in bed. Are the crazy men the best in bed?
Yeah.
But they're also the best at murdering women.
Yeah, they're also, that's true. Yeah, because a crazy woman most likely won't murder you.
Yeah.
She might try to get you fired from your job.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've noticed that crazy women like to do.
Yeah.
They'll get a man fired, sweetie. They'll say, is his manager in? Because I need to speak to him. Yeah, no, I feel like crazy men, and they're crazy in different ways. I feel like a crazy man is like a man who is perpetually single and is not looking for anything serious ever. So like a fuckboy crazy man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you're crazy in some way because you have some type of childhood trauma and your ability to connect with women is fucking warped.
Yeah.
So you're crazy.
Yeah.
In a way. And the same with crazy women. It's all from like the same trauma, right?
Yeah, they're broken.
Everyone needs fucking therapy. As a comic, I'll tell you, we all need therapy.
I would love to get therapy.
You don't go to therapy?
Not yet.
You should.
Where does the therapy lead to most of the time?
Here. In front
this
of this
couch?
Picasso painting. In front of this faux Picasso painting.
It just puts you in difficult situations.
On a couch. in an Airbnb that you're sharing with your friend.
That makes sense because therapy is mostly on couches.
A lot of therapy is on couches. And I mean, like, the thing that I don't like about therapy is that when it's working, like, along the way, you start to realize that, like, it's working and it's hard to not be resistant to it anymore. Because you're like, oh, what my therapist is saying is actually, if your therapist is good, is actually stuff that I'm absorbing, and it's actually helping me see patterns in myself that I wasn't able to see before.
And you resent that a little bit?
I don't resent it, but it's interesting to see how at first you're so stuck in your own way of seeing things. And like if you're stubborn like me, it's hard to let go of your own perceptions of what you think is normal behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Or and when you start to see how maybe you're wrong in some ways or how maybe you could improve in some ways, it's humbling because you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a perfect person.
I'm not a perfect person.
There's many things
No, not that song.
Hoobastank the Reason?
Hoobastank. Hoobastank? Imagine naming your band Hoobastank.
Hoobastank up this bus.
Hoobastank.
Some of that hoobastank in your in that pussy.
Yeah. Not hoobastank pussy. Someone has hoobastank pussy, not good.
Yeah. That's when you need a lubastank.
A lubastank for the hoobastank. Imagine that's your band's name.
I know. You're going to reach a ceiling eventually.
How could you not with a name like Hoobastank?
Yeah, you just stank yourself into a corner.
we're going Hoobastank concert. Want to come? It's like, what? The last time I heard that specific Hoobastank song, I was in a Walmart.
That's an interesting vibe to set at a Walmart.
Right?
It's a sad,
But
lonely.
it also kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
You're like pushing the cart, shopping for like discount cola, and Hoobastank is playing.
Some white man is being sad.
Some sad white man that doesn't want to be there, that's clocked in on painkillers.
Mom, I'm going to work. Leave me alone.
Get out of my room, Mom. What
I'm
about
not a perfect person.
Remember Papa Roach?
Yes.
Remember the song Last Resort?
This is
It's my last resort. There's this kid I went to middle school with who used to blast that song all of the fucking time.
He was struggling.
And now he was definitely struggling. He was scary. He was misunderstood. It was beyond a cry for help. He was pleading us for help, practically begging us to save him.
Yeah, he's on his last resort.
And now this man is a weatherman.
Wow. You can see
Clearly
despair.
now the rain is gone.
The cloud is coming.
I mean, it's got to be weird to be a weather person.
I know. You're always telling people what's going to happen and nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening at all because they're like, I have this feature literally on my phone.
Yeah, you're basically like a useless version of Siri.
Yes, you're like I always say weather women are the original cam girls. My dad loves watching the news for the weather women.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Boomer.
Yeah, you think that's like a woman's role? Like,
point out where the precipitation's going to be, sweetie.
Where's a low pressure front?
Yeah, a low pressure front. Oh, man. Have you ever been in a helicopter?
No.
Would you want to go in a helicopter?
Yes.
I went in a helicopter once.
I just like being in the air and just chilling, floating.
Really? I get scared. I'm afraid of having a Kobe type.
Yeah.
When I do, that means incident.
Yeah, hills that come up at you out of nowhere just crash right into you.
I just I don't know. I don't really fully trust any person with my life in the air. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, probability-wise, I would just pick one that's probably going to be safe.
But how can you ever be certain?
You really can't. But, I mean, if it's 99.9%, then it's like, oh, well, I could worry about it. Or I could just trust math and just let go.
Let go of the control and just surrender.
Yeah, to the logic.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Why?
You said that you don't like rides because you like being in control.
Yeah.
Are you a control freak?
No, not really.
Am I acting like Barbara Walters with these questions?
Yeah, I feel like Fidel Castro right now. I feel like I am a dictator in a small island nation.
You do?
Yeah.
Good. Good.
I'm already in tactical green colors.
You are. You're in tactical green colors and you're ready for Atlanta, baby. Right?
Yeah, we're going to go in there and
destroy.
Yeah, just destroy
what
like
we do to Atlanta is going to be embarrassing for everyone in Atlanta.
I know.
It'll never be the same once we're done.
They're going to be like, bring back Sherman.
Who's Sherman?
Sherman, I think his name was Tecumseh Sherman. I don't know. Sherman's march to the sea during the Civil War. He destroyed everything that he could find.
Shit. I heard you're a big board game guy.
Yes.
Are you?
Yeah, I like Settlers of Catan.
Okay, so I've always wanted to meet a Settlers of Cataner.
You mean a Catanite?
No, not a Catanite. That's what they're called?
Yeah, Catanimals.
No, Catanimals.
Yeah.
What about the game keeps you coming back? I've never played it.
Strategy and cunning and defeating my enemies and making them cry.
Strategy, cunning, and defeating your enemies and making them cry.
Yeah.
What about this specific game? Because can I tell you, I'm not a big game person, and I'll tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I see a settler, a katana knight, what is it?
Katana Knight.
Anytime I see a katana knight out in the wild, they're passionate. They're fucking passionate about this game. What about the game? It's just strategy.
Yeah.
It's like, are you using your brain? Is
Yeah.
it exhilarating if you win? Like, what about it? Because it seems like the game goes on for a long time.
Online it's mostly 30 minutes.
They have it online.
Yeah.
You can play it live.
I do all the time. I'm addicted to it.
To online Catan.
Yeah.
What about in-person Catan?
That one is fun too, but it takes longer just because you got to set up the pieces and wait for people. And people
Wait to find enough friends to play it with. How many people do you need for the game?
4 is ideal. You could do it 3.
I don't know 3 people I could lure into playing Settlers of Catan with.
Yeah, it's not a crowd. It's
No.
not a critical mass.
No, I remember that there was this. I was staying at this hotel in Palm Springs, and there was like shared communal spaces.
Uh-huh.
And outside of one of the communal spaces that was the closest to my hotel room, there was just people camped out playing Settlers of Catan. And I was pissed because I was like, what's up with this? It seems like this game's never ending. These people are posted up out here, really getting their money's worth of the communal spaces.
Yeah. They're taking advantage of it.
I'm like, I guess I have to bring board games to hotels now and just like camp out.
Yeah, you could get friends that way.
Imagine just like going with an empty board game and just hoping to attract friends. That's lonely feeling.
Yeah, because it's so analog.
What about people playing chess in public?
I think that's a little too intellectual. It's like you're basically comparing who's smarter, and I think that's better left to the unknown.
You mean you're publicly comparing
Your
who's
brains.
smarter?
Yeah. It's like, why did you want to do that?
Pulling out your dick in the street.
Yeah.
Whose is bigger, but with chess? Yeah, no, chess. So you're not into chess?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm open to it.
Not yet. Keyword yet.
Yeah, I love a good game.
What other games?
Catan, StarCraft 2, you know.
What's StarCraft 2?
It's a real-time strategy game. Basically, you control an army and a village, and you fight each other with a whole village against a village. So instead of just controlling one guy, you control an army, and you find out who's better at having an army and fighting.
Is it fun?
Yeah. You get to kill your enemies.
Hell yeah. I like Connect 4.
Ooh.
Because it's over right after it starts. You're like, okay,
Right
perfect, done, 4.
4.
Yeah.
You say that in golf and Connect 4.
4?
Yeah.
When do you say golf? 4 in golf?
When you hit the ball.
You say 4?
Yeah.
Do you golf?
No.
A lot of people here golf.
Yeah. I think Tony's golfing still, but he used to do it a lot more, I think.
Tony golfs. He's really the only person I know out here who golfs. I just said it.
Yeah.
I said it with confidence, like everyone I know here golfs.
It makes sense. People probably believe you because of their preconceived notion about Texas.
People come here to do business and golf.
Yes. It's how...
And eat brisket.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've never had elk.
I know. I wish I had.
You gotta eat it.
Do you know
we
what
gotta
part
get you
of
some.
the elk that you had?
The head. No, I don't know. I just tried to think of like the grossest part I could say. And for some reason it was the head.
There's not a lot of meat on the head.
I'll tell you what I did have the other day when we did our podcast live. We had venison jerky. Didn't like.
Yeah, it's a little dry.
It's a little too... I'm thinking of Bambi. It's making me sad.
Deer are hot.
Deer are hot.
Yeah.
You think deer are sexually attractive in a way?
I think they're fit. I think they look like...
Deer are fit?
Yeah. They look like they're not like overweight. They're just like... They're not like bear. Bear, there's like a lot there. But deer, like just... They're like a Ferrari. Like
Yeah, I could see that.
They got curves.
It's the plural of bear.
Bears?
Bears?
The bears.
The bears.
Berries.
Basic English.
Bear sick English.
Bear sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, this was a fun podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Where can people find you?
DJ Hans Kim on Instagram and YouTube and all that.
Okay, we'll link to all of that in the description. And do you have any shows coming up that you want to plug?
Yes, I have a show in Austin, January 29th. I have a show in Las Vegas and Salt Lake City, 19th through the 21st. Just look at my website. I'm in Buffalo. I'm in Philadelphia. I'm in other places.
Hell yeah, we'll link to your website too.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you so much for coming on, guys. Look out for us in Atlanta sometime May.
It was good to do a podcast with one of the 4 mothers of Kill Tony.
Yes, thank you. I'm so happy to be one of the 4 mothers of Kill Tony.
4.
4.
Yeah, Connect 4.
Connect 4. Connect 4 callback, guys. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy your day. We'll see you next week on Shenk. Bye.